Hello everyone, I'm back today with something I think is pretty interesting. I had to make a couple S-hooks today for tying down a tarp. As you know, an S-hook is nothing more than just a piece of metal bent in the shape of an S, wraps around. You could use it for many purposes. If you ever went to Home Depot to buy them in one of these bags, you spend a lot of money and you don't get a lot of S-hooks. So I came up with this little jig in order to make a couple S-hooks, and I'm going to tell you how I do it. If you ever thrown or had any of these hangers, wire hangers, these things are great. Hold on to them. They're worth their weight in gold. What you do is you just basically cut off a section of wire hanger, and so now you have a piece of stock. You take two. I have a bolt that I cut the head off of and drilled a hole and placed it in there, and you can see here I was experimenting with different sizes, and you drill a hole, you place a dowel or a bolt in there, and then you place a nail with its head cut off close to it, and you try and get about the same distance as what you're working with. Place it into a vise, and what you do is you just place your wire hanger in between the two, and you pull it around, wrap it around your bending jig, your wire forming jig, until you have a loop like this. When you have a loop like this, you place it back in the jig with the loop down in the opposite way, and you turn it this way now. Try and go past a little bit. You can always straighten that out. That'll give you something like this. Then you take a pair of clippers, wire clippers like this, snip it here, and you have an S-hook. Now you can, if it's a little bit twisted, you can take a nice pair of lineman's pliers, place it here, and you could bend it so it becomes straight. And then when you're satisfied with your S-hook, you place it over with the rest of them. Now, depending on the jig that you use, you can make different ones. You can make them. This one here is a little bit a larger jig, and this one here will make obviously a larger loop. Take the same piece of hanger, place it between the two, and you could press it and pull it around, bend it around like this. Then you have a larger loop, and then again you could place it in here like this and bend it the other way, and it would give you the bottom of a larger S-hook. Again, same thing. Take like this, cut off here or here using a pair of cutters, and you have a larger S-hook. These are quite strong. They'll hold up to 30 or more pounds that I've used it for. They work very well. Obviously easy to make. You can make them in all different sizes, and I'll show you some different applications. Right here you could see these are some of the S-hooks that were I just made a few today, and then I'll put them in a jar so I don't have to make them when I need them. Some of the uses, obviously, the S-hooks, you know, when you have to do any kind of attaching of chain. Using the same jig, you could make these large. These are like these are pins or holders that you can use. Some people use them to secure a bunch of wrenches. You could do that on these, and when you need them, all you have to do, it's like a big safety pin. All you have to do is open it up and close it, and it has a ring on the bottom. Over here, you can make with the same jigs. You can make some key rings. You can see here you can make some simple key rings if you had to. For camping, using that jig, you could take a can, hold a couple holes in it, and you could make a little pot, or you can do this for parts holders or whatever. Again, using the same jig and using wire hanger. So the next time you're thinking of throwing one of these out, think twice, because you can use them for a lot of different things. Okay, take care.